Capricorns, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. It's for all my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. This is going to be the last time you guys see me here in this room. Your last weekly reading here, so take a look, say bye-bye. Next time I'll be in my new place. And before we get started, I would like to thank BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. Personally, tarot and astrology has been an amazing way to gain insight on different emotions, situations, blockages I go through, and although it can be an amazing way to overcome certain challenges, if these challenges are related to your mental health, it might then be more appropriate to speak to a licensed therapist. As some of you may already know, I'm in the middle of moving right now, and my life is changing very, very fast. And with these changes comes both exciting but also stressful and anxiety-driven mental and emotional ups and downs. So my therapist, Jeffrey, has been an amazing and great resource for me while I go through these major transitions in my life. He's really helped me process many of my worries and concerns by giving me space to kind of slow down my thoughts, which is not always easy, as you guys probably already know. He reminds me to never stop asking questions so I can figure out why I feel certain things, to address the root cause and maybe help prevent it from becoming bigger than it has to be. So that has been really, really helpful for me.
What's great is that you can talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your convenience, and they have a large network of over 20,000 therapists ready to help you that may not be available in your area. The website is easy to use. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs and what you're looking for, and then get matched with a therapist within 48 hours. You can then schedule a secure video or phone session, plus exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. If for whatever reason you don't vibe with your therapist, you can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
So be sure to check them out and use my link below to get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Nicloves, and that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Nicloves. And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. So we're continuing on the last few days of May. So this is from May 30th till June 5th. Okay. By the way, I have the AC running because it's a little bit hot, so hopefully it doesn't bother you. You can still hear me clearly. Okay, so on the 30th, guys, we have a new moon in Gemini. So new thoughts, new ideas, new conversations, maybe making new friendships. And on the same day, we have Memorial Day. So maybe you'll get a chance to hang out with friends, family, or you get some time off to relax. Then on June 3rd, we have Mercury and Taurus going direct. So finally, it's going direct. It's still going to be in shadow period for a little bit. So we'll still feel a little bit of the effects, but it's going to be going direct. So there will be no more mental fog, or it'll be clearing up all the confusions or emotions being too much in your head. And we're going to start to think more practically, logically, and have more certainty behind our words and our thoughts and our communication. So yes, this is a good thing. And then on the 4th, the next day, we have Saturn in Aquarius going retrograde, and it will be in retrograde, I think, till July 1st. So this is giving us some time to kind of reflect, reevaluate our dreams, our goals, our duties, obligations, responsibilities, how we organize our time, associates who we are associated with, and anything related to Saturn, which is your planets, right? You and Aquarius both share Saturn. So this is going to be a great time, or like the next 30 days, I guess not a great time, but like we're kind of forced to kind of sit back, relax. Some of you will be able to kind of relax a little bit because you've already handled all your responsibilities, and others, maybe you'll be a little bit stressed, or you'll have to like make a game plan, or you'll feel like, should I change something? Should I not? Or am I good? We'll just kind of be like checking base and trying to like evaluate and see where we're at. Okay. All right, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. All right, so Capricorns, when it comes to your health, well, it looks like some of you are not getting enough sleep, or maybe you're not sleeping really well. Maybe some of you have insomnia or sleep paralysis, or there's something you're doing at night that maybe keeps you up, or you're stressed, you start thinking too much, your like brain comes to life at night more than it does during the daytime, possibly. Or like there's something that you're stressing about, you're just thinking a lot that you can't let go of, and it's just keeping you up at night, or maybe you literally just can't sleep. But either way, it feels like you do need to rest, or there maybe is some kind of health concern that you have that is stressing you out, or is keeping you up at night. I would really suggest if you guys check out the bedtime tea by Yogi Tea. I have it linked below if you're interested. It's a tea that I love. I don't drink it that much anymore because I don't have that. I can sleep really well. I actually sleep too much as a Pisces, but it does help. It does make me really sleepy, and you know, my mom, my brother both like it, and I suggest you guys try it out if sleeping is an issue for you. I would suggest having it maybe like a few hours before you go to bed, but not too soon before bed, because then you'll probably have to wake up and go pee, and I hate when that happens. It kind of just like throws you off a little bit. Okay, but if there is something serious or really bothering you, of course, go seek a professional or a physician or something, but it could be just something little that is bothering you, stressing you out. Maybe if you make a few little tweaks and changes here and there with your habits, your routines, it could help a lot. Okay, also like reading before bed really does make me sleepy and help, or trying to get off electronics like an hour or something before you go to bed, dimming the lights. There's lots of stuff, from maybe listening to some relaxing music to kind of like, you know, relax you. Okay, all right, so when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, well, it does look like everything is going pretty good for you, and no one really does it like you. It feels like if you want something done, it feels like you gotta get it done, because no one completes it, or no one does it the way you do. But because you're very hands-on, because you know how to do things the right way, and you get it done right, your work always gets completed in the right way, or it always ends up, for the most part, getting done and doing pretty well. Or your product, your service, your charts, whatever it is that you're working on or doing, and maybe you're doing well on your tests, your exams. It feels like things are going steady right now. You don't really have too many issues or worries. It's just like you care a lot about what you're doing, or you care a lot about it being completed or being done in the right way. And so you rather kind of do it all yourself instead of getting help. But sometimes that can stress you out, or sometimes it can make you do more work than you need to do because you're trying to put it all on you, because you don't maybe trust other people to kind of do it the way that you do it. Okay, but you could be receiving a little bit of help or support by someone, a colleague, a study buddy, or someone, a mentor who wants to help you, wants to be there for you. But for a lot of you, maybe it's hard, like you don't know how to receive help. You're so used to doing it on your own or doing it yourself that like someone else helping you can make you feel kind of weird, like, I don't know, are they gonna do a good job? But you could be receiving some help or support here with your finances and your career that could do you some good, do you some well, and it could be coming from another earth sign like yourself, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, all right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, and then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all of the above. We have Judgment, Strength, and the Knight of Swords. Oops. All right, so as far as who you could be dealing with, definitely could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or air sign as well, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But doesn't have to be, could be any sign. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out. But yeah, could be almost any sign, or be like a mixed match of one of those. So what's going on here? It feels like you're kind of being thrown off balance, or you're trying to work on your balance here with like your life, work, social life, love life, dating. It feels like something's out of whack, like you have too much energy, or you put too much time in one and then the other suffers, or like vice versa, and you're trying to find a good balance here. For a lot of you, maybe because you've been single for a long time, or you just been so, you know, like involved in your work or school, stuff like that, that you don't really maybe have enough time, or you don't put too much time into dating or love or relationships. Or maybe you're already in a relationship, but you're really invested into your work, your career, that sometimes your relationship can suffer a little bit. It feels like here that you are really invested, and you don't want to walk away. And once you're in a relationship, you're in it to win it. Like you're in it for the long haul. You're not just gonna want to be like quit and leave out of nowhere. And it feels like you really want this, and you hate leaving this person. You don't like leaving them alone. You don't like having to, you know, take a work trip or something, or be gone for a long time. But I feel like for some of you, maybe your work, your schooling, or whatever you're invested in does require a lot of your time or your attention, possibly. Like maybe you have a very high demand job, or you are on call 24/7, or you have to leave for a certain amount of weeks or months possibly, and then come back. that. So it can be really hard for your relationship, or when you're trying to date and have, find love. It may be kind of hard for you. And it was easy, I think, when you were single, or maybe not dating, not trying to look for anything serious. But maybe now that you're with someone, or that you are starting to date or look for someone, it can be a little bit hard to find that balance, okay? Because both things are important, right? You need money to live, but you also want a relationship. It's like you want to have a little bit of both. So this person, I think, does understand, and they are staying strong because they know that your work, your school, your whatever is important to you, and they understand that you sometimes have to leave. You know you don't want to leave. You care about them. They try to be supportive as much as possible, be the voice of reason, and say, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. Like, they really support you. And you feel good, like you like being independent, you like being self-sufficient, and you take care of yourself. A lot of you are buying yourself nice things, you're really doing your best to look the part. Maybe some of you are very bougie, or you like to wear nice things and go to expensive places, or you're really like, you worked hard for the things that you have, so you're proud of yourself and you've come a long way, okay? And it's like, you don't want to just like throw it all away for any little thing. You want to continue the momentum, and you want to make sure you're still working on things and progressing, not falling behind, but you also do want to give and dedicate some time and attention to relationships, or to the person in your life, or to find someone if you haven't already. But it feels like this person is supporting you. They're strong. They are someone who is very like encouraging and wants to see you win and appreciates your hard work, and that does make you feel better about yourself. But I think sometimes you may feel a little bit bad, or you're trying to find like a way to like include them and spend maybe more time with them, or do something that's going to make them feel like they are just as important and a priority in your life as well, and you're not just all about work, even though that is important for you. But it does feel like sometimes this person, like by the end of the week, they may want to talk to you, or call you, text you, or try to hang out with you, but maybe you're busy and you're like, oh, like, sorry, like I can't take this, or I can't talk for too long, I have to go. And sometimes that can maybe be a frustration for you, and you're trying to figure out, or by the end of the week, you're gonna want to like weigh out your pros and cons and figure out, how can I like separate and divide my time in a way where like I still have time for my relationship or love, dating, and I'm still dedicated and still doing all the stuff I need to do for work. But I feel like they may get a little impatient with you and like want to talk to you, or get a little frustrated, may get a little bit upset with you, even though they understand. Some people do, like, sometimes they do reach a limit when like okay, like, I've been patient, I've been trying to support you and stuff, but like, really, like, come on, I need you to like also try as well. I want to feel like I'm important to you, and that I'm also a priority. So you may kind of feel like you're like, oh, okay, like, I'm gonna try. And try to figure out as best as possible. So yeah, by the end of the week, they may get a little frustrated just because they want to talk to you. They're antsy, they're impatient, but you may still not be available, and it may still be hard for you to like dedicate your full time and energy into them and the connection. But it is, I feel like the love aspect and like the connection is not the problem. It's like work, career, family, like outside things that could get in between a little bit. But I feel like you guys can definitely like manage and work it out somehow, because it could just be temporary as well. All right, so we're going to continue on and extend it to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue on and extend it. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.